Hello. Welcome to my live tonight. If you're watching replay, then give me a hashtag replay and let me know that you're watching so I can see who watches it live and who watches the replay. And let me know how you are. What have you been up to today? Hi, Anya. So, hi Anya, hope you've had a great day. So say hi and let me know what you've been up to today. We have had another lovely day. We've been to the park. Finally let them get a ice cream from the ice cream man. We were lucky that Daddy came home with change. So, I'll get started so I don't keep you all waiting and so that when you're watching on replay you're not waiting for too long. Hi June, hi Kirsty. So I'm just going to elaborate a bit more on my post from last night really, just to, I've done my why before but I don't think I've really given it away too much because I've always been had the fear of lives and whatever else, and I've wanted to do this live the last couple of days and not had the right time to do it, and I should have just done it so that it came across right, because I've kind of not sure what to say now. It's not in the forefront, should I say. We've just been watching Peter Rabbit, so but the reason I do what I do now, originally I trained a nursery nurse. I went to college, I studied childcare, and then I did a diploma and studied while working as well. And then I did a degree with the Open University. And that was all in childcare. The plan was to finish my degree and go for teaching. And then I had my little girl and kind of stopped the studying. And I realised that I was happy doing what I was doing. I was happy going to work part-time and coming home. I didn't think I'd want to go back to work, but actually it was a breath of fresh air to go back to work. But I only went back to work part-time. And I also did things outside of working that I could have her with me. And that was the main thing, because I wanted to have her with me as well. I didn't want to not do anything. I didn't want to leave her. I didn't want to put her into daycare. Actually, to put her into daycare, it would have been too expensive. Now, I don't know if any of you have found this with daycare, if any of you are watching that have got children, but daycare is actually pretty expensive, and it's pretty much one of your wages. If you're both working full-time, it pretty much works out to be one of your wages. And being as someone that come from that type of work, a day nursery was not somewhere that I wanted to send my child. It wasn't. They're my opinions. Other people have different opinions. I'm not going to say what my opinions are because I might upset some people. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't have children to put them into childcare. I had children to look after my children. But at the same time, there's an element of you needing to put food on the table, so that's why you have to go back to work. And I do get that's why some people do go back to work. But now, doing what I do now, I now realise that actually there are lots of other options, and you don't have to go back to your work. You can work around your children, and you don't have to study. You don't have to get a degree. You can do something and you can learn as you go along, and that's what people don't realise. And we're so closed. We've all got such a closed mindset that we don't look around us and we listen to what other people say that are not going to pay our bills, and we don't even realise that we're doing it, and subconsciously we let those people affect us and we let them affect what we're going to do. I've recently realised today that that's what I've done with my health and the food that I eat and stuff like that. I've recently realised that, like, I let those people affect me, and it went on my food as well. But that'll be another live. But we don't realise that there are other things out there, and it took me to having a second child and going back to work for 2 full days to realise this, and to think, actually, I do want to do more. I do want to earn an extra income, but I do want to stay at home. I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to leave them. The hardest thing for me was knowing, my little girl knew that I was going back to work after Christmas, and that Christmas she was not excited for. As soon as she saw the Christmas stuff in the shops, she got upset, because she didn't want me to go back to work. She knew that after Christmas I was going back to work, so she hated seeing Christmas stuff out. She hated it. So that was hard for me. I was already working on doing something different, and I'd already got my vision. We'd already got a vision as to where we were going. So in that sense, that was lucky. I just hadn't got to the point where I could leave work. And it took me a while. And actually, it was a lot of fighting, because I went back to work and things worked. And actually, I enjoyed my job. Like, I did enjoy my job. And part of me does miss that side of going to work and having that element of me, because when you're at home and you're a stay-at-home mum, it's a different hard. Like, it's hard because you want to stay at home with your children, but it's also hard because you kind of lose your identity, and you're kind of like their mum, but you have to do something for you that keeps your identity, and it's all part of it's all a massive learning curve, and filling your cup up, and making sure that you are full, so that you can love the little children that you're staying at home for. There is a learning curve with it, and I do understand why some mums feel that they need to go out to work. But last year we did do that. I've had a year at home now, and I wouldn't change it. It has had its struggles, and I've had to learn to do things differently, because in actual fact, I think I was more efficient when I was going to work, because I had to be. You kind of think a little bit differently when you're at home, and also your partner thinks a little bit differently and thinks that you have all the time in the world. And it's a learning curve for all of you, because actually you don't. You're still doing the same thing. You're just looking after little people as well. So, and also when you're working from home, you've got to make that time to work, because if you don't work, then you're not going to get paid, are you? Because what I do is based on the amount I put in, the effort I put in. So if I don't put any effort in, then my pay is going to be less. And that's what people don't seem to realise, that are around you. Everybody will look at what you do and they'll think, oh, it's a get rich quick scheme, and actually it's really not. In terms of get rich quick, if you're talking about your residue income and what you do in 4 to 5 years, yeah, it's a get rich quick, but it's not a get rich quick in a couple of months. You have to put your effort in to be able to reap your rewards, and you might not see any rewards for a couple of years. Like, we were doing this for 2 years before we started to see any rewards, and we got bits of reward, but like, until you actually see something that you can say, yeah, I've earned that now, like, this is what I've done, you do have to work at it. And it's just it's a strange thing, really, because everybody looks at it and they think that you're doing it, oh, it's a get rich quick, that's another fad, and whatever else. But do you know what? There's so many millionaires being made by what I do that actually you're crazy not to look at it. If you don't want to work at the weekends because you want to see your children, you could do this instead, and you could earn an extra income along the way. you watch TV how many hours a night? And you could take an extra hour a night and you could build your own business, and you can have those little things that you want to spend that time with your family and to go on holiday. The holidays are coming up. Like, you can earn that extra so that you can do things that you want in the holidays, so that you can have days out with your children, so that you can show them experiences. I mean, I'm not all for buying stuff. Like, I've kind of got a different thought on it all now, and actually we have way too much stuff, like, and we don't even have that much. Like, they have too much, because if your child can't go to play with something and they say they're bored, they've got too much stuff. They don't know what to do. Like, nowadays everybody thinks that you have to shower your children with gifts to show them love, and it's completely not true. And because you feel guilty because you're not spending enough time with them, because you're not doing this, because you're not doing that, and that's not, it's not right. And you don't need a lounge full of toys for your children to know that you love them. And it's taken me a while to realise, but actually I would love to live the minimalist life, and that's going off task, so I have to do that another time. But it was just kind of alive to say, like, so many people are so quick to judge others, but so many are so unhappy. And you can change that by just saying yes to an opportunity. You can change that by just saying yes to one of your friends that is offering you a product that is going to help you. There is so much nowadays that can be changed just by you changing your thinking and getting out of your fear mindset and your lack mindset, and you can just say yes, and you can work it out along the way. Because I think what got me out of this, whatever I was in, I would say I probably had postnatal depression, but I probably wasn't owning up to that. And it wasn't until I said yes and started to work at it that I realised, and that I got out of it. Like, completely changed my whole mindset. I completely changed. I had a vision all of a sudden. I knew what I wanted to do, and I did it. And it's taken me a while to get a new vision back. I won't lie to that. It has taken me a while, because it was kind of like, well, I've done those things, and then you lose it, and you think, well, I've done that, what am I doing now? And you have to keep your vision going. You have to keep it going, and you have to keep dreaming, but you have to dream with action. We all know that you have to dream with action as well. And if you are feeling down, if you are you don't know what to do, if you don't know where your next paycheck is coming, if you don't know how you're going to get your food shopping next week, if you don't know how you're going to be able to afford to do things with your children in the holidays, and if you don't know answers to any of those questions, if you are worried that you can't keep a roof over your head, then please get in touch with us, because we can show you a way to help you do that every week. Like, I can't guarantee that you're going to be able to do that, but what I can guarantee is I can show you a way to get out of what you're going through, and if nothing else, give you some positive feedback. Like, because if you stay stuck and worried in the position that you're in, that's where you're going to stay, because you're bringing it back into your life, and you don't want that. You've got to get out of it. So I do this because I do this now. Like, I did it because I wanted to finish work, and because I wanted to be at home with my children, and I've done that. Like, I've done that, and I am doing that. And I do it now to help other people that want to do that, to help other people that don't want to go back to work full time, to help other people that need an extra income to put food on the table, but they want to stay at home with their children. That's why I do this now, and I do it to help all of those other people. So if you're watching this and you're one of those people, then please get in touch and let's have a chat. We'll see if it's a fit for you. It might not be, but I might be able to point you in the direction of something else. And I'm not afraid to say that anymore. I don't have the scarcity or lack mindset. I don't need to bring everyone into my business. I only need to bring the people that want to be here and that want to make a difference in their life and other people's lives. So if that's what you want to do, if you would like to stay at home with your children, if you would like to change your health, if you would, any of those things that I've said, even if you don't have any qualifications, you can do this. Like, you can do anything you set your mind to. You don't have to have qualifications. You don't have to have been through university. And that's what I love about it, is that you can do this whatever you set your mind to. And if you want to earn an extra income, you can. If you want to make this your only income, you can. But it will take time. It's not going to be a quick fix. And whether you want to earn an extra £100 a week or month or an extra £1,000, we can show you that way. So that was just what it was for, really. It was just to say that everybody goes through tough times and everybody has a vision, everybody has a dream, and I achieved that. I've not achieved everything that I want to achieve, but I've achieved the main goals that I wanted to do, and now I've got more, and that is to help all of you. So if you would like any more information or anything, then please get in touch with us and we will help you. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.